Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. Once again, I do have a little piece of paper over my friend's face just because I didn't get permission for this photo to be on YouTube, so I'm just going to cover her up. This is a photo of me and my coworker when we were working at UGA's large animal hospital. So they give you this whole getup to protect your clothing, including rubber apron, boots, all this kind of gear. And we were just being goofballs and got dressed up and had a friend take our picture with our little water spigots, like holding them up like guns. We were just being a goofball, and I just thought it was a fun photo. I wanted to document it. So that's what this is. I really didn't have a collection I thought really went with this theme, so I just decided to go color wise. So I ended up pulling out Die Cuts with a View paper pad. I believe it's indigo and rose gold, I'm pretty sure, as well as a small paper pad from My Mind's Eye called Blush. I really liked the navies that were in these collections, but I like that it brought in a hint of pink just because our faces are red from working and we have peachy skin colors, so I just thought color wise it went really well with the photo. Problem though, they're very like wedding type collections. I feel like you definitely can use them for a bunch of different stuff. I've gone through these whole paper pads almost and never used them for a wedding layout, I don't believe, just because I like the paper. But it's very kind of pretty. It's got this rose gold foil on it, and we were, dirty working in a barn and sweaty and gross, and I just kind of felt like there's this strange juxtaposition of the products I was using with the photo I was creating it for. So right off the bat, I pulled in this brown paper bag. I'm trying to pull in kind of grungier things that kind of drag it out of wedding just so you get the color of the pink and the blue, but you also have this brown that's more grounded and kind of helps it, toughen up a little bit. So that's kind of why I made these choices. I know they don't really look like they go together, but in the end I think it ends up really cool. And I think adding this brown paper bag, and you'll see me pulling in twine a little bit later, kind of makes it look rougher and makes it feel more barn related, since we are in a horse barn, or I said large animal barn, it's not just horses. But that's kind of why I made these decisions. So I just wanted to explain that because I feel like that's a little bit off the wall, but I really wanted to use these products, and I just felt like that was a good compromise in order to get them on this page together. So I'm just gutting a little bit here. That's my only scrap of this lighter blue paper. I wanted to save it in case I wanted to pull it into a separate part of the page, but I end up not really needing to. Oh, it's storming all of a sudden. Sorry if you can hear the rain. But that's the only reason I gutted that. Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. But that's my last scrap of that paper, so if I needed it somewhere else to help balance it, that's why I saved that little bit. But here you can see me pulling in a little bit of the pink. I'm just cutting the tails into ribbons to have that be a layer behind the photo, and I'm just trying to layer up a little bit. I don't want a whole lot going on this page. I already have this paper bag, and you have all these patterns with the foil, so I just wanted some fun layers around the actual photo, and then embellish a little bit from there. So I'm just gluing the layers I have so far together, and then I want to branch out a little bit with some of the other patterns, but I just want to pull in some more of these pinks, some more of these navies, and beef it up a little bit. So you can see me doing that with this pink piece here, and then I think I go through some of my 6x6 paper pad of blush because I wanted to pull in some more pinks. I really thought about using some of this cut apart, but this cut apart even was very wedding themed, very lovey-dovey. I love my coworker. She's awesome, but I didn't want it to read like wedding. I'm trying to get away from that, so I decided to, not do the cut apart. So here's some twine I'm pulling in again, and because there is this rose gold foil, I wanted to pull in some more of that rose gold metallic. So I do have some rose gold paper clips from Auburn Lane's little ephemera piece, so I decided to tie some twine around that just to pop that little rose gold detail in there. And now you can see me going through the blush paper pad to try and get some more pattern paper to use. I really like this polka dot one. It pulls in that pink, pulls in some more foil, and I thought that was a really nice color to try and accentuate a little more because it is very brown and blue right now. So I'm just going to add those scraps top and bottom of the photo just to make that read like it's a bigger layer. And then I don't remember what I do after that. I think I'm going in with some more navies after this though, which is kind of what I like to do when I have like a two-tone kind of color scheme and I'm doing lots of layers. I just try and alternate between dark blue, light blue, throw in some pink, then you go back to dark blue type of thing. So I'm just trying to keep all these patterns balanced. There we go. I think that's all I use from that paper pad is that little bit of that polka dot. I'm going through to see if I can find anything else, but I think most of what's left in there are either like hearts, which again, trying to get away from the hearts, and like creamy papers, which I didn't want to pull in. Here's a branding strip of some blue wood grain. So again, another kind of off navy I thought would be a cool layer. So I'm just tucking that in the side, just to get that scrap used up and to add another dark blue detail. So I like that. And now I want to add a little bit to the horizontal element, I know for sure, but because I added this little paper clip at the top, I thought it'd be cool to add another rose gold paper clip to the bottom here. And I do have this cute little camera that's a rose gold foil, so again, just tying some twine around that, and that's going to be another embellishment detail on the other side of the photo. So that's going to sit on that little pink banner, which I think is really cute. I've had these rose gold paper clips for a while, so I'm glad to have a chance to get them used up. I really do like rose gold. I don't like rose gold, like I don't wear rose gold jewelry. I don't even wear yellow gold jewelry. I really just use like silvery tones and white gold. But as far as paper goes, like I do really like the look of rose gold, so I'm glad I have a chance to kind of pull that out a little more. But here I am with another scrap of the navy in a different form. So again, I'm just going to create a second banner to beef up that pink one a little bit, because the pink one is looking a little wimpy now that I've added these other layers. So I like doing that as well, just doing double banners just to make it look a little bit more substantial. So that's going to go down there. Again, a lot of these are scraps and they're not really the size I need them to be, so it's always an easy fix just to cut them down the middle and hide the gap behind the other layers. So I do that quite a few times, this layout, just to make those paper pieces like stretch to where I need them to be, because I needed it to stretch out a little ways on the side there. So there's that, and then I know I do want a little bit more of the rose gold foil, and you can see I have a sheet of rose gold foil, some scraps that I keep in that that paper collection, so I do pull that out as well at another point to add a little bit more pop. But I did want to get a title on here. I have these Hobby Lobby epoxy rose gold stickers, alphabet stickers that I haven't used in a while, so I pulled those out to hopefully get on here. It's getting pretty slim as far as my choices of words to make, so it takes me a minute to try and figure out what I want to do, but I just thought they went so well with this collection that I had to try and get them on here some way, and I came up with a lot of different titles, but I didn't have the letters I needed, so I ended up just calling it Squad and using a V as an A, and then I'll just explain in the journaling, like, she's like, well, this is my work squad, like, we got it, like, we banged it out. I mean, I've had a lot of coworkers come in out of the University of Georgia's Large Animal Hospital while I worked there, and she was definitely one of the favorite ones that I work with. She just had such a fun personality. She's actually a veterinarian now. She did continue on to vet school. I think she actually works in Minnesota now, so she's up there. But she was always a lot of fun, and you get a lot of coworkers sometimes that are lazy when it's physical labor. I mean, we were mucking out stalls, we were doing all this very physical work. So you do have those lazy people that kind of slack off, and then you have to do 3/4 of the work yourself, which is always frustrating. And she was just one of those people that, like, we got along well. She was a lot of fun, and we were both like, okay, let's just get it done. Like, we just like worked really well. We both worked really hard, and it was important to us to get it done correctly, not just get it done fast. So I really loved working with her. That's why I wanted to record this fun moment. I think this might be the only picture I really have with her, so it's important that I got it recorded. There you can see a third paperclip making an appearance of a llama, so I thought that was super appropriate because this is the Large Animal Hospital, and we did get llamas in here. We got llamas, alpacas, pigs, any kind of large farm animal, up to, horses and bulls and all that as well. So I thought this is a one time I could actually use a llama ephemera piece and it be literal. So I thought that was a fun little detail to add too. And then you saw me just go in and add some white Nuvo drops, and I'm going in with journaling. It's just saying, Amy and I decked out in our work gear to get some work done, and then UGAVTH, which stands for the University of Georgia's Large Animal Hospital, or Veterinary Teaching Hospital. So yeah, that's pretty much this page. I have the close-ups coming up here, but this is a fun one. I tried some different things with this paper bag and the twine mixed with this more wedding-themed layout, so it was fun, though. I think it turned out cool, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.